talk us through what's going on in London at the moment and what we're looking for.
A lot of bees are getting caught in the rain. So pick anybody up that's got a bit drowned. They're fine once they get inside the hive. All around London at the moment there's been a period of rain, and it's a very tricky time at this time of year, because if bees are strong in numbers and then they've got rain, what they'll do is they'll eat up their stores. So what you need to do is to feed them very quickly, especially if you're taking honey off. Feed them very quickly so that they've got plenty to get through the winter. But bees can starve in a couple of weeks, so you really need to be keeping an eye on them every week to see how they're getting on. And there's also enough numbers for them to process that feed and store it in their brood chamber. They need 40 pounds of honey to get them through the winter, so you need to make sure that brood chamber is full up. Okay. So that's what we're going to do today. The other thing in August is the parasite varroa is at its peak, and very strong colonies. The varroa multiplies really quickly in the cells where the larvae are at, and again they can cause a colony to collapse very quickly, because they start to feed on the bees, feed on the larvae, and really undermine the colony. So once you've got the honey off, you want to treat them quickly for varroa. So most people now take honey off in August rather than September, which they used to do a few years ago, so that they can get varroa at its peak.
Okay.
Because you can end up with lots of hot honey and then the colony not surviving. But usually it's actually the most productive colonies that often get it badly. So we're going to feed them, and then we're going to treat them for varroa. Okay. So what they're doing, they're inside. The weather's not great, so they're searching around to see if they can get something out of this. But the movement is quite sort of slow. There's not a huge amount of activity going on, and that's because the weather's been bad. Quick check. Just check the queen's laying. That's the next thing. So I'm just going to get. Right. I'm just going to see if I see any signs of varroa. You can usually tell straight away if it's really bad, because these are not hatching out properly out of the cells. We've been alright with this because they've one colony swarmed and we divided it. There was a period of sort of queens not laying and stuff like that, which slows it all down, and it also slows down varroa. So what I'm looking for is whether the comb is normal or not. There's some signs of wax moth where they chomp off the top, but actually the bees inside are fine, so I'm not too worried about that. The bees are very slow on here. The weather's horrible, they're stuck inside, they're eating up their stores, so we do need to feed them. See how they're moving quite slowly?
Yeah.
So we need to feed them, and you'll see immediately the change in behaviour. See if the queen's carrying on laying. Sometimes as well the queen can stop laying if there's a sudden stop in a nectar flow. See that they're making, they're all sticking together like that. Okay.
They're making comb there?
It's not always the case, yeah. Some can, if they're hungry they can be doing that, so we need to feed them.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not going to rake them back too much, I'm just going to take that on. By the time we finish over the next couple of months, all of this ideally is going to be full of stored honey, so they've got plenty to go through, and that'll make sure that they're fine. They've got the numbers to do it, so that's fine, but they just need to have the stores.
You can really see how much slower they are.
Yeah.
I've never really seen them like this.
Yeah, so you need to be on it. That's because of the rain, stuck inside, they've eaten up all their stores. So they're still going, but they just need a boost quickly. So what we're doing is we're putting one of these gallon type feeders on.